Welcome back to Programming Logic and Design. In this section, we're going to be discussing the sentinel value, which we use to end a program. Alright, using a sentinel value to end a program. To understand this statement, you need to understand what it is to make a decision. When we make a decision, we are testing a value, whether it is a yes or whether it is a no. And usually we use it in a decision symbol, and how a decision symbol looks is a diamond shape. Now we use a dummy value. We use a dummy value that that your user will not need to be using. So it will be something stupid like 0. You can't go 0 multiplied by 2 because you know what the answer is going to be. It's going to be 0. So I don't mean a dummy meaning a pacifier, something that goes into your mouth. I mean something that makes you stupid. Okay, so a stupid value. We call the dummy value our sentinel value. Now we can also use an end of file within our decision here. So instead of my number, we will use E of F. So end of file. We use end of file when we have an input has been passed the end of file. We do not want runtime errors. So we're using a decision here to make sure that we do not get a runtime error. So basically our end of file is a marker at the end of a file that automatically acts as a sentinel. So our blank line at the end of the file here will be our sentinel value. Let's walk through figure 1.9 here. Figure 1.9 says we're going to start our program and we're going to input a number. We're going to input, let's say we input 2. So we input 2. 2 is now being compared to 0. Is 2 equal to 0? Yes or no? No, it is not. Then we're going to set my answer equal to 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4. Then we're going to output 4. So in our output screen, if I had to draw my output screen as such, it will be 4 will be outputted. Let's do another example. Let's say we input 3. 3 is my new number. It overrides 2. In other words, it replaces 2 in my box of memory. 3 is now being compared to 0. 3 is now being compared to 0. Is 3 equal to 0? No, it is not. So we're going to go 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 6 is now being stored in my little box of memory. And what is going to be output? It will be 6. Let's try 0. 0 is now being replacing my number. 0 is now being compared to 0. Is 0 equal to 0? Yes, it is. Then we end our program. Now, why are we using a sentinel value here? We are using a sentinel value so we can stop this beautiful loop. If we don't have a sentinel value, this will just go on and on and on, 10,000, 10 million, 10 trillion times. It will not stop. Only way to stop will be to exit the program and then the program crashes. So we don't want that. We try and create programs that don't crash. So that is why we're creating a dummy value here, a sentinel value. Let's have a look at our end of file here. Let's say our file consists of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then it's nothing after that. Let's input the first line, which will be 0. 0 is 0 end of file, yes or no? No, it's not. Then we're going to go 0 multiplied by 2, which is going to be storing 0. We will output 0. So in my output screen, we're going to have 0. Then 1 is now going to be my new number. Is 1 end of file? No, it's not. Then we're going to go 1 multiplied by 2, which is now 2. 2 is my answer, and then we're going to output 2. We're going to go 3 is the next one that's going to come read from the file. 3 is 3 end of file? No, it's not. 3 is going to be 3 multiplied by 2, which is 6. 6 is my new answer, and therefore we're going to output 6. Then it's going to loop again, looking for something else over here, but there is nothing here. It's a blank space. That blank space, is my number now a blank space? Yes, it is. So therefore we are going to stop the program and it's going to end beautifully. Sometimes you can stop your programs with a beautiful message, which we'll learn later on. But just for now, I just want you guys to get the idea that a sentinel value is much needed to end our loops. Please join me for the next video where we will be discussing programming and user environments.